Sableye is going to shield up the Rage Fist and get a full farm down. One of the disadvantages to running, as I do get one turn here, an extremely high attack Annihilate, is you're not going to have the bulk. And as you see, I just got absolutely melted by that Sableye. It's a ghost type that had a dark type switched in, and it's able to force both shields. And now in comes Pangoro. Looks like Pangoro, unfortunately, did get denied there on Bring In, as Dragon Claw is going to connect. Yet, it missed a whole Karate Chop, which is really rough, because then Pangoro would have been able to outpace here. Pangoro forced to now go down a shield. They snipe with a Charm Shadow Alolan Ninetales. That's going to be answered with Diggersby. Diggersby will be able to hit for super effective damage with Fire Punch, but unfortunately got the one-turn Bring In. Man, please fix the game. One-turn Bring In. I just don't want to see it anymore. It's so frustrating. Now we're going to see an aggressive pivot into Shadow. We will see the shield from the opponent. And yeah, due to that debuff, they actually get less farms. So the debuff ends up being worse for them. Pangoro, one turn Bring In once again. Come on, man. Swift does quite a lot of damage. In comes Claydol, and it actually down goes Furret. This Swampert has so much energy here. Could potentially try for a Peekaboo catch. Going to send in Mightyena. Tried to catch, but got one turn Bring In. Oh, that is heartbreaking. Read the perfect time to get the catch. Able to get the catch here, though. So at the very least, was still able to get a catch. But man, that is unfortunate. Nice undercharge there by Marto. Mightyena. I'll try for a catch, but it's a simultaneous switch. Shadow Malamar into Clodsire. Clodsire, a bit uncomfortable now that the Malamar's gone. I bring in the Furret, and unfortunately, I do get my fast move denied. However, it's Trailblaze time with the Furret. Furret, so good at just boosting through things. We go for the Trailblaze, trying to get to the fly, but the opponent is not going to let that happen. Nice energy management there by the opponent, making sure that they didn't let the Galarian Moltres get to a fly. In comes Toxicroak. Toxicroak, it looks like unfortunately did get the one turn Bring In. That is devastating for Toxicroak. Toxicroak now probably has to commit to a full farm down. We already see the value of Shadow Claw in this meta over Fury Cutter. Fury Cutter is an incredibly good move, but this is a meta run by Steel types and Jellicent, so Shadow Claw is a must. Here, I bring in Jellicent. Unfortunately, I think that was 2 turn Bring In lag there. Maybe it was just 1 turn, but either way, I don't get my fast move through. I'm going to throw 3. I go for the Rock Tomb because Rock Tomb does way more damage. Now they're debuffed, they have all this energy, but I can just bring in the Carbink. Carbink's job is to be bulky and take hits. My Rock Throw did get denied, but the good news here is it's just not going to matter. My opponent, it looks like Dusclops will barely hang on 1 HP and be able to take the Zero Shield. That's okay, as I will get an Acid head start. Unfortunately, I do lag by a turn, meaning that the Hex damage registers when it should not, but it's not going to matter as there's a Scizor in the back. And Incinerate goes through, and that probably just lost me this game. Actually, I think I can end this game in a tie, but I 1 turn lag when I bring in the Frostmoth. I only get 2 Powder Snows instead of 3. They Brave Bird, and I think it would have been a tie. Unfortunately, it ends up as a loss because of the 1 turn, but also my mistiming of that Parabolic Charge. And Swift will do some pretty valuable damage. Now the question is, can Typhlosion potentially get this farm down? Will an Ember KO? In comes Typhlosion. Looks like Typhlosion got 1 turn Bring In there, which is very unfortunate. It wouldn't have been enough for a farm down either way. There is that farm down. So the opponent gets the move either way, even without the 1 turn. And now, let's see. It's going to be a Tentacruel. I just cannot get to the Air Cutter. I'm going to be no shielding, hoping Corviknight has 1 more 1 HP survive, but this battle, it does not. In comes Duraludon. I do actually get 1 turn Bring In there. I should have got the farm down, but instead they do make a last second Aqua Tail. Luckily, Aqua Tail does not do a ton of damage. In comes Dusknoir.